should just do the bell. Boing. Greetings, beautiful souls, beautiful brave lights, star wanderers, star gatherers, captains of my soul. Welcome to this beautiful Thursday edition. So much is happening, so much is pumping, so much is flowing. And yeah, I've been nursing a rather high fever. I think I've been stomping out fires, but that's cool because you get the Oompa Loompa dreams and you can really like travel nicely. So welcome, 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 welcome. And definitely welcome to Ganesh and protecting the temples and keeping us really nice and safe and secure. So, yeah, let's begin. Let the ceremony begin. So let us we have a little bit of an extravaganza. We've been flying into a lot of sacred ancient places, and it's really important right now to keep the ancient temples safe. All those portals need to be safed. And, keeping the temples holy, keeping the love flowing. Oh. Suzette, my darling, love and thank you to my head and my fever. Yes, it's okay. It's kind of a little extra work right now. It's fine. We've still got blue skies. We had all the temp. We had except snow. We did have hail and rain and thunder and lightning and all sorts of other amazing stuff. So yeah, been working hard. That's all. And yeah, I just got my eye just plays up. It's just there's a lot of energy around, and I'm just walking around in holy fog right now because it's just seeing the energy is pouring in. It was something actually wonderful that came up. Is one day we're going to wake up and it's going to look like it just happened overnight. We're going to be in this amazing, amazing new world. A new alchemical code has come through. So how are you, Suzette? How are you doing, my blessed one? Everybody's fine. I've got some of, but it's so difficult to listen to stuff right now. So, okay, so let us, we're really working hugely. Yeah, all kinds of weather, all in the day. It's okay. It's been trying to make weather for weeks, and we got it today. Wow. Yeah. So let us, and it's fun. I'm creating and putting it in places I can't find right now. There's just so much going on. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, you must just try to it takes like consciousness when you move into different spaces in your home. Just stop and think about elevating your energy into love and just pouring it. And especially when you're going to see her and have like connection with her, just surround yourself in a beautiful bubble of love and just radiate it out to her. It might not happen instantly, but it will definitely. We have to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Yeah. And your car, yeah, you were lucky that you were okay. Yeah, that's a big issue. I know. Without wheels, it's like really complicated. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I've got a bicycle. I do, but I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. I miss not being able to go out with my dog further than where I am. But I'm very blessed where I am. So, lots of changes going on for everybody right now. Yeah. I'm just kind of waiting to see if anybody else is going to pop in. because we have something. You're going to get this show, this live show, which is really exciting. Yeah, been really, working hugely. Angela, hello, my love. Oh, I always love it when Angela pops in. I just feel this like rush of angel wings. Thank you for being our little angel. Don't we have an amazing group? I mean, we're really just like pumping. I've got the end of Karen's cards as well. Karen's cards readings are really like hot. She's really channeling some beautiful stuff. Okay, so my big thing at the moment is protecting. Well, I've just sat in Tibet for a while. I kind of popped out a little bit and found rainbows in the air and fed PG a couple of things and connected with him, and then been just working with that huge energy in Tibet. And been sealing it up because there's a lot of portals have been opened all over the place, and we are waiting for the best stuff to come in. So if anybody's a portal keeper or a weaver, please, like, we need help. Just like keep your energies up, keep the energies sacred, keep the love flowing, because there's tons and tons of love flowing, but we can't just have everybody trampling around everywhere at the moment. Yeah. So there's a lot, there's a lot of ascended masters that are working from Tibet right now. The energy and the snow and the mountain and the Hindus and the love body and Winston. Teresa, bless you. Oh, blessed lovelings. Ah, little asses. Aren't we just amazing? Okay, so we have, this is Ganesha. I have to bring Ganesha, this beautiful Ganesha. This is Ganesha who is protecting the rainbow bodies. I love Ganesha. He's got lots of stories to him. Where's Ganesha? So it's popping up here for now. Here we go. So he's hanging out there in Tibet and protecting hugely with his ancient dragons and old wisdom, protecting the sacred temples. It's, for me, very big at the moment. They are opening, which is beautiful. I'm so excited that all these ancient sites are awakening, but they need a little extra protection. Yeah. Remember, I come from Africa. It's not the black people you have to worry about that much. Yeah, so it's so weird. I keep getting flown off to South America. So eventually I listened and I thought that I'll show you some things and share what's been going on, and you can use it or lose it as you see fit. But definitely do not abuse it. Thank you very much. So I'm creating a smoke screen with holy smoke. I'm going to put myself back so I can see any cool. So we are protecting our own beautiful temple, because this is our temple, and the cleaner we make it, we'll go through some meditations and some breathing and remind you which breathings are good for you to do. You can find your own, but just keeping the channels clear, keep your light body breathing in lots of light, especially up and down your spine, aligning with that, aligning with all the incredible vertebrae in your body. There are more stages which we will work with. Remember, you've got 33 vertebrae. So why am I jumping in there? Let's just clean these temples. And I'm actually doing that incredible sigil, which I just kept getting. So I found that very healing. So coming into this central still point, awakening and expanding the heart with every breath you take, emanating pink, emanating white light, emanating rainbow codes, emanating pure gold, emanating love, emanating rainbows and sparkles, whichever one works for you. And opening up our third eye chakra. I don't know about you guys, it's very colorful inside my head. So much is going on. And opening up the crown chakra so that these energies can just keep pouring in, pouring in all the way down to Mother Earth, creating a beautiful anchor and a foundation into the earth grid. And if you guys, anybody here are earth gridders, thank you so much. There's lots of beautiful grid work going on. Let's just clear these beautiful energies. Central still point, moving up into the higher chakras and moving down to the lower chakras. Creating a reverberation of protection and healing and activation around Mother Earth and her incredible holy sites. So let's get into it. I'm not going to be on too long. Are you Earth? Wow, my. Yeah, we're all here for a reason, hey? Some of us earthlings, some are more earthed, some are more into the water, some are more into words. But each one of us has been called to a beautiful, specific purpose. And we all have love. That is one of the things. Somewhere we found that. So still working with lots and lots of healing. Just pouring in. Let's see what we've got here. I wanted to start somewhere. So we've been working with the rainbow fire, and we've been working with the black flame and the rainbow flame. I don't want to put it out there. Okay, so maybe I won't work with this today. We'll see. So these are these incredible codes of healing which have been coming down. The healing codes to cut trauma. So you can bring those into your being. This is the high sigil that I was given from Sunat Kumara. I did read a little bit. Sorry, I've lost a lot of things and I wanted to actually do this with us. So let's do a meditation, which I wanted to work with here. The descent of the rainbow body. These are just awesome. So if you haven't taken a copy, I have put them on Discord. Please do a screenshot. Please be writing them, draw them on yourself. The sigil is extremely powerful, and so many sigils right now are all being based on this particular one. If anybody's into music, here's the music sigil, which I was talking about the other day. Ganesha protecting for me always the music, the art, the maths, the science. She's been coming down. She came down. She came down. She's the angel of freedom, the angel of peace, the angel of freedom, which we're working with right now. A lot of that Chatmunda stuff I'll go through if anybody's like the dark goddess, and very healing and very protecting, but that's over. If you were on the show last night, you can see where PG was running around with his little devils. But I'm working with this, activating the rainbow body and activating the chakras. So if you want to, so it's really, this has been coming down like so huge, like in flowers and yeah. So let's just do a little meditation with the descent of the celestial rainbow. So if you want to close your eyes, And I should put that on. Sorry. The colors. Which one? This one, Suzette. Yeah, I don't know. I went through it quite quickly, and I can't read the comments while I'm doing the pictures. So let's do. But I will put this up on Discord. Cool. So just make yourselves comfortable. Sit up nice and straight, and just say softly to yourself, I am safe. I am ready. I return to light. Uncross your legs, put your feet on the ground if you can, and open your hands. Visualize a soft orb of rainbow light above your crown, glowing gentle, like a beautiful morning halo. With each breath, this orb begins to descend into our red base chakra, which enters the base of our spine. It roots you to Gaia's heart. Feel your legs become pillars of sacred strength. Insert this mantra into your chakra. I am grounded in truth. See this red chakra with sparkles of gold, fire, awakening and starting to turn, igniting the sacred fire in your root. And slowly move up to your orange chakra. Put your hands on your sacred womb space and fill your sacred womb space with orange and gold light. Feel it unlock creative waters, releasing shame and fear. Insert these words, I flow with sacred life. And see the petals of this beautiful orange flower opening with golden flecks, with inside it a beautiful little flame of living fire. Moving up further into our yellow chakra, our solar plexus, which ignites our Christ center, the sun within. Feel your power return. Sealing boundaries within and without. Insert this mantra into your solar plexuses. I shine with divine authority. And visualize this beautiful yellow petal opening with flecks of gold, and within it a sacred fire burning. It is alive. Move into your green, into your heart. Pour love into your heart. Let it dissolve heartbreak, comparison, unworthiness. Feel the deer, the doe, and the flamingos walk beside you. And say, I am love embodied. Hold your hand here as this chakra opens with a beautiful green lotus with flecks of gold, and within this lotus is the most beautiful, magnificent pearl. It's actually radiating all the colors, but predominantly green. Moving up to our throat chakra, and this light swirls at your throat. Speak nothing, just feel the clarity. A bell of truth, a wind of peace. Insert this mantra, these words, into your throat chakra. My voice is pure light. And visualize this iridescent indigo blue lotus with flecks of gold, and within it a beautiful flame ignites. Let it swirl and let it be alive. Moving further up into our third eye, into the ajna, and visualize indigo. Activate, rub here and activate your third eye. A radiant cube of geometry spins before you. The two-petaled lotus spins like a propeller, and within that is a bright white light with speckles of gold. Holy geometry appears in stillness. You see what you are ready to know. Insert these words: I see beyond illusion. Move into the violet white above our head, opening like this huge multi-petaled lotus, radiating and emanating violet white light. Let it, this violet white light, cascade down from your crown, flooding your body in iridescent crystal rain. Light spins outward through your skin, your breath, your field. Your whole body is emanating this crystalline, vibrant diamond light. You are now the rainbow. You are the sky remembering itself. Insert within the top of your head, I am the rainbow body. I am the way of return. Sit in silence and let the integration continue. You can place your hands on your heart and say, it is done, it is sealed, I walk in light. Grace, welcome. We are an interesting day. I hope you got a little bit of the meditation and got the visuals. I created a visual. I have to look. It's actually, and I wanted to send it to you and but it's fine. I'll look for it. It's been very busy for me. I have a bit of a fever and a bit of a headache. I've been stomping out fires. I've been in a bit of a just sealing and healing a lot of the ancient temples, which, if you missed my Ganesha, is very much what he is about. I don't worry, I know everything's fine, just got to do the work. So there's just so many portals being opened and so many good things are coming in. There are so many huge angels. But at the same time, we need to just put a smoke screen and protect from some of the, they will come in, but let's just build up our army here first, yeah? In other words, let's call a spade here, guys. Protecting from the black magicians, okay? Magic is magic, yeah? And as I just did say, that I do come from Africa, where pretty much everybody's a magician. At least 90% of the population. A good 80% of the population, 70% are herbalists. So they've done that first degree of Sangoma. So they can talk to the trees and the rain and the waters. It's normal. They're brought up like this. It's absolutely natural. Yeah. And there are different stages, but then there are Inyangas, and almost all they all do initiations. All the boys have been initiated, so it's between when they're 16, they go into caves, they go with the dark mother in Africa, they cut the foreskin. There've been a lot of complaints about it because some kids do die, and it's whatever. But that's so almost every male of African in South Africa, and this is pretty much the whole of Africa. And then you do get the Inyangas, which they're not that many, but they are there. Okay? And if you go to South Africa, you will see, especially in Johannesburg, on every rubbish bin, trash can, on all the walls outside, there are thousands of stickers advertising love spells and get your man and get money, and so there's sangomas. It's seriously, as I would joke often, deepest darkest Africa. And there are muti shops all over the place, where tobacco is big, but you can buy all these other wonderful things, and all these potions and lotions and cow tails and oxtails and horns and herbs and tobacco, and they sit on the road and they sell the stuff, and it's normal. So it's just nice that we keep these things a little bit protected. I'm not worried about the African people. I'm worried about a little bit of knowledge in corrupt hands, because that's what's happened to our earth. Sorry, I don't want this to be a heavy discussion, but it is quite real, and that's why I am where I am today, right now. Just been sealing things with incredible domes, because there's so much love being poured on the planet that we really do need to keep this sacred for a little while. So I just I giggled at myself because I said what I did. I called in. This is if you want for your rainbow body, or it's not the rainbow body. It's fine. It was a good meditation, but it's not the meditation I was looking for. Everything's going to look. It's fine, absolutely fine. This is the rising of the Kundalini sigil. So just let me know if you want it. Otherwise, I won't post it. But it is quite a nice one to work with. But for a lot of us, you can have this it's the Kundalini is rising. There's 101,000 meditations out there. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry has opened up a site right now. You can find a really beautiful Kundalini meditation, or I just like what I did just now with awakening each separate energy center, getting them to swirl and igniting the little fire within them. The Kundalini mantra is really nice, which is Blam Vam Ram Yam Hum and Om. Maybe just even more beautiful, and it's just many of the old gurus, old masters have said, if you just do Om, you will actually get enlightenment, or be cleared. So you can if you just with Om, or hum your own tune that you want to tune with. I did want to mention actually that thing of Chris's bowl, because is absolutely amazing. I know. It's just absolutely. I don't know what you. I'm not worried. The white people don't stress me. The black people. There's no problem with the black people. But we're not going to get into that. We just hold space, and that's just hold space. And it's like, thank you very much for that, and for the whole of Africa. is just to hold space. Yeah, I did a lot of research. I have so much written, but like anyway, it's like not. We walk amongst the clouds. They are the people of the stars. It was very unfortunate, but thank you, Grace. Yes, so but you hear what I'm saying without like too much ado. That a lot of the portals need to. I have stopped two. When I was there, I stopped a huge uprising. I just laughed at them because I knew what was going on, and that was really dark. And before, quite a few years ago, when I was living there before, they had a lot of, and it was just over the mountain, just over the hill. You know, you could hear them at night. And that was their particular their xenophobia, not towards the whites, but it's they didn't like the fact that there were Zimbabweans that had come, the Zimbabweans that had come so much into South Africa because they were taking away their jobs, and they were being paid much cheaper. And my biggest thing was that because we have our workers, and I would just like talk to them, and I would just say, you know, basically, guys, everybody's got a mother. I don't want you to come in here and tell me how fabulous you were toy-toying last night. How? Yes, exactly. Everybody's got a mother. And you know, when it comes from a very deep space, it's everybody's got a mother, guys. So so we're just calling on the black diamond. So where am I going? What was I doing? Protecting the ancient sites. Yes. And it's not just Africa with this stuff. You have these, you know, wherever knowledge in itself, energy in itself is neither good nor bad. What we do with it. And there will, you know, unfortunately, there will always be somebody that will, not so much in the ancient cultures, but they are there, you know, or white people have got hold of this is how, you know, things were built, little bits of knowledge stolen from the temples, you know, it's all built on magic. But without too much ado about that. This was sealed. It was sealed. I will actually go back and do the goddess stuff, which I've been wanting to do for a week or 10 days, and by then we'd finished doing it. So it was a little rough, but it was okay. We were like deep down. And as I said earlier, on one day we are going to just wake up and it will look as if it all happened overnight, all this magic. So we are just pushing with love. So did I say just do breathing up and down the spine, gold, breathing into your chakras, gold, activating them very gently with Om. You don't have to say it aloud. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, okay. There've been some tear. There has been some tear. I totally agree. There have been some really horrendous things. But yeah, that's what I said. And then that's where I'm saying then you have the Inyangas that will tell people to do this. Or that they rape. They were very good at raping babies, you know, because they said it's going to give them good medicine. So this is what we're just asking to protect these sites and to keep them as neutral, just to protect so that the good, for the highest good and the highest love comes through. Yeah. So that's the biggest thing we want. So what I did was I had to pull on my so I had to pull on my pinky power. I was called Pinky when I was a child, and as I told you, I had a lot of dinosaurs flying through there. So I pulled on my pinky power. And it's so weird because I'd been having those beautiful the sacred that rainbow bird. the rainbow snake bird, and it would just like pop up in between whatever else was, and it was like, but I'm not even there. The first I went there for a while, and then I thought, but this is Peruvian. This is like so South American. This is like a whole nother star path. And I'm like stuck in Tibet. I'm like quite happy stuck in Tibet. It's not my stuff, the South American stuff, or really the some of the American stuff, but a lot of you guys relate to it a lot more than I do. Yeah. So I pulled on my deepest power, some deep power to protect. This is protecting the ancient sites. And I called hugely on all that is good and true and beautiful. And I thought of you very much here, Grace, because I know that you would relate to this. So we're protecting with beauty, that's, yeah. They won't walk, they won't come. So it is like protecting the awakening of the ancient shamans and the ancient plant medicines. And this was so interesting because I was working hugely with protecting the ancient fungi and the new myceliums going through it, but like, please can't make fungi popcorn. And this beautiful, and just it's raining love and raining purity and raining all sorts of sacred things. And then I was just reading somewhere, it just popped up because I get this stuff and I love this stuff, that they are making it started in 1970, but it lay dormant for a little while. And then actually in Southwest Africa, where they have such a huge problem with the heat, they have been making houses with fungi. So they do this very basic building, and then they put this layer of these fungi bricks, so it's living and it protects from all the elements. Where it first started, they were working with a lot of ancient sites, ancient buildings, especially in Africa and the hotter countries of the world that had been so devastated by the heat, and they were filling them with this concoction of fungi. So I thought this is a lion. I got a lion too. I used to have a lion. We had a lion. And I was just thinking, and I know I had one of his claws made into a thing. I used to ride that lion. We had a lion skin. And it was like one of my best toys. Along with Zondi. Zondi was what was called our flat boy. He was the most amazing Zulu man. And they used to clean on their hands and knees. They used to polish our floors, and I used to ride his back. He was my Zondi lion. And then I would actually go up over the weekends, and I would, not on my own, I would go up with my nanny, and they would drink their Bantu beer, and they would play their little squeeze boxes, and I would dance. They used to love me dancing for them. And Zondi had one of those amazing moustaches. Yeah, very, very regal, elegant people. So I was just like, I thought, oh, okay, so here I'm getting fungi. That was also just so interesting, Josh, it just like, because I found it when I was in South Africa, that there was a guy, it wasn't from South Africa, but who had developed that thing with it's like it's the size of an iPad that brings water out. So I mean that was 2017 that came out, but it's okay, yeah, spirit animals, yeah, they're coming out, and that's what I was working with as well. I've got a beautiful invocation to them as well. And our animals, are you not a cat mommy yet? Our dogs were really out today. all the big boys we met on our walk. It was really so cool. And the dogs were all just like, some of them don't go too near each other, but they were definitely our animals. Our fur angels are also there protecting the sites and bringing so much love in. Yeah, so this was actually developed by an African guy to bring water out of the air. And that was, they were saying, I don't have that, but I'm sure it'll pop up in my thing as well, that I saw a little while ago, that there were some guys, it was a white guy and an African guy, and they had actually just plugged electrodes into a tree, and then they charged their phone with the electricity from the phone. So we really need to get more and more of this technology. I'm so excited when I see things of where the earth is moving, this positive stuff. Yeah. There was also a guy, and I see now there's somebody in America doing it, because I also had that he was making petrol out of plastic bottles, which is obvious. My parents were in plastic. Petrol is from oil, yeah. But somebody's now started manufacturing petrol, and he was making diesel. Sorry, I need to just talk to my dog. I will be back. My little fur baby. Okay, but you've just been out. Are you going rude? You want to go see your friend? Yeah, Africa. And they do their magic. They do their magic in the house. We've all got horrible stories. We all know of horrible stories. We all know somebody that was a victim of a really bad story. Everybody has a story to tell. Yeah. Oh, good. I like, yes. So these are what we need to. My doggy's name is Yuki, which means snow. Or bunce. I don't know what a bunce is, but he's a bunce. Yeah, there've been some like amazing little inventions which are now being taken over by other people. There was one which was just so practical, and she didn't win, which was really sad. It was a schoolgirl. She had, because they don't have much lights, they don't have electricity. Well, nobody's got electricity in South Africa. We live in a state of that kind of crazy state. But she developed a school bag which had solar panels on it, so that when you came home and you needed to do your homework, you could lift up your bag and there would be light from there. And I thought that is just such an amazing invention. But a white lady won the thing, which was she'd made like this like baskety thing with fabric, like a hot pot that you could cook your food in that all day. So I mean, they were all good. But I just saw a little while ago that somebody had developed this school bag. Which is just, it doesn't appeal to many people, but for people where there are no lights in Africa, yeah, it was quite innovative. Also, just have a look, just Google for yourselves the green belt, because that was a Yuki here, my lovey. I know, she's beautiful here. I was like absolutely stunned how beautiful, because I love beauty. Yuki, come here, my bunny. We will finish off just now. And that was also, I was just reading a little thing, but that you can look if you want. Good old Rudolf Steiner was a good reference. Of course, we know the temples and this things, but science is now really putting it out there how the geometry of where you live affects your mental health and your learning abilities, which is really quite fabulous. So I'm just enjoying a lot of those things that are popping up. Okay, that was also, so I have to like really work hard on this. So I've been really working hard. I knew it was, but I've been like really rude about Germany, because it used to be the heart of the world. And then for quite a while, but it was not just me, we called it the Heartless Heart. But I've just been that they are huge. Some of the hugest portals are actually in Berlin, which then kind of makes sense, which was why all of that succeeded and why there was this big drive to divide Berlin. So, yeah, as I've said before, we've got a very, very strange ancient pagan culture steeped in also interesting history here and steeped in huge art. I don't like the way the arrogance of people, but this is actually, let's just do this Chamunda because it'll also make a lot of sense. So I was looking for a way. Oh, this is mine. This is the portal. This is a self-portrait. And it was just so interesting that it came out black. And I thought, or darker skinned. And I thought, oh, okay. They see me different. They see me. It doesn't really matter. As I said the other day, I have all this hair in my head. Yeah, and this is protecting, for me, the sacred willow tree. She's one of the oldest trees and holds such ancient wisdom. So that's just where I'm starting, protecting the ancient sites and the ancient wisdom, because all the trees are here for our healing and the herbs, and let's just not get them into the wrong hands. Well, they're going to be, that was a thing that I heard, that a lot of people who do the ayahuasca ceremonies don't work for them so well. They actually flip out afterwards because they're living a life of drug, sex, and rock and roll without consciousness. And they think, well, we'll just go and do ayahuasca, and it's like, I think it's a big thing with a lot of the youth, not all, but a lot of the youth is sex and pleasure, yeah. And they don't change their lifestyle, because that's part of doing any of these ceremonies, is changing your lifestyle or approaching them with sacredness. So just approaching them from the fact that you're going to have a drug experience is not acceptable anymore. I mean, it was okay in the 60s, but it's not. I don't think it exists. So they fall apart, and that just made huge sense for me. Yeah, I do have my wish that if if I had a wish, I would have done more. I would have done psychedelics. Yes, I love willow trees. They are really beautiful. They're amazing. They are so fast growing. They are the first trees to bloom in the spring. The Chinese have a thing that when the willow tree blooms, then you know spring is here. And every year it's different. There's no definite day for spring. So they supply like food and shelter for the first little bugs that are coming out, and they're the last one to lose their leaves. So they also supply the last bits of refuge for the bumblebees and the bugs till at the end of summer. They are so they grow like they can grow a couple of meters a year. They're one of the fastest growing trees. And their root system is enormous, that they have stopped rivers. Yeah. One of them, they're all trees of life. Many years ago, when I had my first boombang like that, I ate the whole garden full of daisies. I finished all the daisies, and I ate a whole hedge of leaves overnight. I did some interesting things. Yeah, it was like the trees are here for your healing. So this was so we've put I haven't put, they've put themselves out there. Have I lost it? Did I lose it? No, maybe I did lose it. Where are they? I've misplaced it. What was I working with? Oh dear, it's okay. I will find it. I can do this. I can do this. Let's see. Oh, I really thought I had it prepared. I did, but I don't know. Maybe it's down here somewhere. No, it's on something else. Let me talk about Chamunda in the meantime. She came through for a few weeks, and not just by me. I work a lot. Work a lot with the Patricia Cota-Robles stuff as well. She's been holding this since the 60s, so I like her work. Soul Whisperer of no, all sorts of strange things are coming up that I'd forgotten I'd worked on. Wow. Okay. But let me tell you a little bit about Chamunda, because a lot of us, I like it. I like to work with her, and I was trying to find a way to bring it across in a nice way, because I didn't want to be, I know, and I'll find there was such a beautiful, and if I don't do it today, then I'll do it tomorrow. They obviously don't want I've been like really, really working hard on putting sacred domes, just to keep the love in, it's like really important right now. And just that's what we're working at, so you can visualize that for yourselves. Okay, just keep that in mind. The Pleiades, we're going back there. That's going to happen. Well, sort of. There's more, but in the next 2 weeks or so, yeah. That just really keep that pathway clear and protected. Cool. Chamunda. This is pretty. She's made a huge resurgence, and she had been called on. She is not Kali. I've been doing so much research on her. She is not actually Kali. She is part of kind of Kali, but not Kali. They're like a little not confused, but she is part of. Have we got this group? No, see, I didn't bring her in. I don't know, like I put things on and then they didn't come on. She's part of the group of Durga and Saraswati and Lakshmi. Or you can also look at her. Okay, so her story, the stories are crazy. Let's go here. Okay, her story is that there were these really baddies. So it was Durga, the goddess Durga, which is that beautiful picture that you like so much, Grace. That's my favorite. That's why I kind of like really rather work with that one, with all her beautiful power. But she can turn and change, and that's where they work with the 9 goddesses. She has so many aspects of herself, but she was so beautiful that the big Mahuna, the nasty old guy out there, he sent 2 demons to go down and have a look at her. He sent somebody to go and they came back to him and they said, she is absolutely beautiful. She is beyond beauty. The most beautiful thing that has ever been created is our Durga. Well, their Durga. He said, no, I want you to go and steal Durga. She must come. She must be my wife. So he sent these 2 clowns out called Chanda and Munda. And they came down and they said, oh, she is absolutely beautiful. We're going to capture her and take her away. And she was so furious that they would even dare to do this, that she went into this absolute wild fury, and out of her third eye was birthed this being. It is kind of like Kali, who actually chopped their heads off. And that's the one where she drank, but it's one of the stories where she collected their blood because, yeah. And when she went back to her being herself, as in Durga said to her, "What we're going to do, you've been so amazing at chopping these two nasty guys, these clowns' heads off, that we're going to call you Chamunda." Because remember, it was Chanda and Munda were the two names of these guys. So how we can work with this also in our life every day is that when we wake up in the morning, so she has this beautiful, beautiful mantra, which is, you can get it. I can post one. I did post one on my YouTube. But when you find them on YouTube, they're usually quite like beaty. You know, you can really dance to them. And it is Om Chai Hrim Klim Chamundai Avike. Wait, just do this. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundai Viche. So we were like really dancing around and singing a lot of this. And it is a very, very beautiful, protective mantra. And the Viche was like a shield against in front of our hearts to protect us. And what came out of this particular group that I work with is that they were here to actually remove evil from the planet. Working with she always appears, Chamunda, when there's like real like drama about to happen on the planet. But as I said, I don't want to get into that part of it. I was like just so, it's finished. We don't have to worry about it. But it's very nice to chant that thing, that Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Aviche, and keep it as a seal in front of you. You don't have to chant it 10 times or 9 times or 108 times, but my clean, Hurim Klim Chaimundai Avijay. It's always nice to chant them 3 times, even if it's in between a space. It's just kind of a little bit of respect and seals it off nicely. Things are nicely done in 3s. But in the morning when we wake up, we almost always have to fight with Chanda or Munda, because their energies, Chanda is the energy of, okay, let me tell you how he put it. So, no, Chanda is the energy of I know everything. I'm absolutely fabulous. I don't need to follow any rules or any protocol whatsoever. And Munda is the other one that jumps into our brain in the morning and says, what's the use of doing anything? I don't want to do anything. There's no use. It's all silly. Yeah. So we're going off to the Pleiades. They come from the Pleiades because, after these 2 clowns, there come another 7 clowns. But I like I'm working with this stuff through this avenue here with the Hindu stuff. They've been working with it for a long time, and it's still pretty much intact. And she comes as blessings during those times to protect people during famine, during hunger, so that, or to stop them from happening. So we've just got a different dispensation. Okay, I'm going to need a little tool for people, and then we can go out. I'm doing like Josh and his baby. So To be honest, I can't quite figure out exactly why. If you look at this drawing, it's this painting, it's beautiful, but it is quite deep. It's quite dark. um, if you Google Chamunda on, you will find some really hectic. But I just love this one. She's in her lotus, and she is really beautiful, and she's old. Yeah, she's very old. She's not pretty. She relates to the crone. So before she was Chamunda, I always like to ask these things. She was the shadow of the mother, the outbreath of Kali. Before she had a name, she was the raw pulse of divine rage that protected life. Chamunda is said to have emerged from the forehead of Durga during the great cosmic battle with the demons Chanda and Munda. But before that moment, she was the Shakti of destruction, dormant in Ma Kali's third eye, resting in still awareness, awaiting to be called forth in time. She is the aspect of Ma who burns karma, the sword point of truth, the dark womb that swallows ignorance. My people perish for lack of knowledge. She was part of the Matrikas, the divine mothers. The Matrikas are the Pleiades in the Indian tradition. So there's 7 Matrikas. So I'm busy working with the 7 Matrikas. I feel other things. Long before the naming of Chamunda, the ancients spoke of the Saptamatrika, 7 mother goddesses, each fierce, protective, and potent. Chamunda, or Pre-Chamunda, was among them, associated with yogic power, cosmic memory, death as transition and not end. She was the darkest of the Matrikas, silent, skeletal, wild-eyed, because she held the final truths others couldn't bear to speak. She was the essence of the crone. In the spiritual cycle of Maiden Mother Crone, Chamunda is the crone. She who holds the torch in the underworld. She who watches from the void. She who guides the soul through death into rebirth. Before she had the name Chamunda, she may have simply been invoked as she who ends, she who drinks the blood of demons, and she who devours time. Her pre-Vedic echo, Chamunda's origins may predate the Vedic pantheon, rooted in tribal folk or indigenous goddess worship in India and beyond. In these pre-Sanskrit cultures, she was a hill goddess, a protector of burial grounds, a guardian where women gave birth and where warriors fell, feared and revered by shamans and oracles. These early goddesses didn't always have names, but if they had presence, Chamunda's energy would have been evoked in times of transition, chaos, or great need. In essence, she was the essence of the crone. In essence, before she was Chamunda, she was the crone, ancient wisdom that sees through illusion, the silence, that which holds death without fear, the flame, the raw, unshared feminine fire, the eye, the third eye of mother watching in stillness, and the womb, the space before creation and after destruction. So it's just a little touch of Chamunda. Hey Millie, you have to do this. Yeah, we're all running a little strange today. So we were just working a little bit quickly with Chamunda, who was the dark side of what we were going through the last couple of weeks, but that energy has closed, and she was brought here to start to combat the evil, Chamunda. who is an aspect of Kali. She is not quite Kali. She is an aspect of Kali. You know, it's a little complicated. But I do still like her mantra, so I would to dance to it. She is, the old Adi Shakti, the original creation power. But you can go back and listen. I'm kind of closed for now. And what I did create, so maybe I'll put this up, and I thought it was quite fun to work with her essence. Then there is two, and I'm not quite sure. This is also Chamunda. Because I was looking for nice versions of Chamunda, and they are. And usually they don't give her that heavy skeletal, but she's not pretty, and she always comes like as this goddess in times of deepest need. I don't know why she reminds me of the Russian dolls, you know. But I created these mandalas, which I will put on Discord. You can print them and maybe paint with them. Just bring in her essence. I thought they were quite fun to create in as a powerful mandala. I do have a strange sense of humor, a little dark. But yeah, but don't just really don't. Let's not focus on that too much. You know, she's Kali, and I know some of us work really deeply with Kali and the void, but it's really about like holding that light body right now. That one, much prettier. Yeah, but yeah, just get a nice one. As I was just saying, that most of her mantras are so beautiful. I'm Clean Chamundai Vichye, which is a shield. This Vichye is a shield in front of us against all negative things. So it's so beautiful to do. If you're going to do mantras, and I also said it's not important to do them 108 times. 3 times is fine. You know, I do like my Ganesha, who is we were working with the awakening of the Kundalini. It's one of the things Ganesha holds. He also has a whole lot of gunas, you know. He's got like all the fairy folk. He holds a lot. But yeah, I'm particularly partial to him being the protector of beauty and music and science and art and maths. Yeah, it's I don't know where that keeps coming from, but that's like protect the knowledge, that kind of sacred knowledge, the higher learning. Okay, so it's kind of nice if you just start your morning with one or two, one or two, just say one or two to Ganesha. That's kind of really what's it? What do you Ganapate Yama Namaha. Sorry, I've got like such a big head. So just do 3 of those. You can do the Om Mani Padme Hum. Work up. It's like working up your body. Yeah. Then you can do the Chamunda, and then you can do the Mahalakshmi, and then you can just do Om Mani Padme Hum or the Om. It doesn't take long, and you don't have to like any time in the day if you feel like doing them, or the Soham or Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. I do like that one, which is the lotus blooming. I do a different one which goes around where I'm calling actually the 12 goddesses, the 12 aspects of Lakshmi. And then of course Shiva is the top one, which is Om Hrim Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So just a suggestion, you don't have to do them, but they are very powerful words to work with. Yeah, don't rush. It's a slow day today. I saw you were also doing a slow day. Lots of protection needed, Millie. I can't find my weaving, but maybe I will find it. flew out of bed in a bit of a panic in the middle of the night to create this portal protection for the healing sites, and it was like I really was like woken up by the old mothers. I'm gonna cry again. So just like it's protecting the portals to the ancient sites that are waking up. I did go through it a bit earlier that it's not only the good stuff that can come through, it's some of the, so we just want to get the good stuff coming through right now. Some of us know this goes on, and sometimes we just don't want to disturb the children. So, lots of grid weaving and gridding going on, not just on the grid. The portals also need. I've just been working with smoke, and I didn't realize what I was doing, but I've just been working with smoking the portals for a while just because I like it. I'm not even sure if I want to work with the word spiritual guide right now. I'm going to just work with love, all that's good and true and holy and pure and lovely and kind. Above all else, be kind. Be kind. Because remember, we are judged on every single little thing. Oh, yes, baby, we are. Yeah. Every breath we take, we will be. Well, it comes up for us. Our memory is judged, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So I'm going to love and leave you. I'm going to it was 1914. It was not such a good year. So we've got so much beautiful stuff. Come on, let me show those pretty. So I've just said it just for Millie. So I put on my big girl panties because what we're working with now, this is the music one for us, the musicians. The music came a while ago. Is Sanat Kumara, and he's part of the four Kumaras, which are four old, ancient, before the days of ancient sages who have been meditating for thousands of years. And he promised to, he's leading us through this in love. That was his promise as part of the White Brotherhood. So we're in Tibet, they're pouring out lots and lots of love. And this guy's like protecting us there for the moment. And she is the goddess of freedom. I actually pulled her out down as she came as the Statue of Liberty. She was really beautiful. And then she got crowned with a jester hat. Working with, what am I working with? This is this huge rainbow serpent. Oh, right, the portal mirror to the stars. I put on my big girl pink panties. I actually went with my familiar, my guard is my Black Panther from Ganesha. And I went, strangely enough, to South America, to Peru, into those jungles in the Amazon there, and was just working with protecting the sacred sites, but bringing them with crystal beautiful beauty that she loves to bring, and then protecting the new mycelium and the fungi, and just raining love. It's just the way I like to see pretty. It comes from my planet, we make rose quartz and pretty stuff. So I put the beautiful ones up on, but this is what I'm seeing so much, where you can see it in your heart or in your head. I'm seeing a lot of this, like not actually the forms. And this was a self-portrait that came out, and as I said, I was like astounded that it was black. The flamingo stands for my father, as well as a few other things. He had a company called Flamingo Plastics or Engineering Ventures. He was, a good man. So She's just walking all over. I suppose some people might find it easier to see her as chocolate coloured skin, beautiful, darker skin than white skin at this moment in time. Ah, yeah. And the sacred willow tree that's just protecting the plants and the plant medicine, and people that are nurturing new forests like Zane. I mean, that's just so beautiful what's happening there. So if you dig a little bit, you'll see that there's so many people doing them all over the world. So I was just, and then I just love that their house is being made out of mushrooms. So they withstand the weather and they get watered, and our animals are out, but I couldn't find the dedication to them right now. So I'll do that maybe tomorrow. And it wasn't, I was actually just looking more at the dogs, the troop of dogs, our animals. I'm sure your cats are there too. But I have worked with cats, but other people can work with them right now. Unless I need to go smack them. Smack, smack. They are naughty little things every now and again. And I was just working, and I want to just mention that with Chamunda. Those are the two things, just two things that you can really chase from your brain in the morning, and you can use the mantra or whatever you do in the morning, because I like those, and they're really pretty much the first two silly goons that we have to cope with in our morning space, which is I'm so fabulous. I can do everything. I don't have to follow protocol or anything. Yeah, gracefully. Gracefully. You can make me cry. She's gorgeous, hey? Yeah. I did a lot when I was in South Africa this last time, but hey, it's okay. So I know I do kind of. I know about these things that go bump in the night. Because I couldn't cope with it. So, I mean, it was hectic. My house was completely alive. Oh, God, it was alive. And I would speak to the ladies at the garage and say, I don't know, how do I cope with this? They're flipping dogs. How do you do blah? Because I said to somebody once, I said, you know what, I'm a Sangoma, but my magic doesn't work on you. Because I had some woman who came, oh God, they did so many things. I do have a record, this is not in my imagination. And they talked about, she'll talk to the cockroaches. She put a lot, and then I cut myself and she used my blood. So life was really fun. Where was I going with her? But as I said, this is like almost everybody. Because it's natural. Oh, and I just said to you, because it was that I was having to deal with that on one side, but then on the other side, I was working with a lot of the people that I laughed at who were going to start an uprising. I said, yeah, just like I don't know what to do. So just give it to us. We'll deal with it. We know what to do. And they all fly, guys. Almost all of these people astral travel. For a few reasons. One is that they've been so hungry. So when you're very hungry, you just automatically start to astral travel. And they're gifted. They all dream. They all, if you can overhear a conversation between them, they always the dreams, and this one's put a spell on me, and what must I do this, and I must drink water this way, and it's real, They're not like stupid. They're very real. They've just lost some of it, but not too much. So yeah, we need just but there's always a darker side. People are very angry. So, and the West has abused a lot of that stuff, to build up a lot of stuff. Just look at the boxing industry. They pee on their gloves, especially in the West. But that's India too. But anyway, on that beautiful, cheerful note, I'm going to post. So if you want to color it in as a mandala. Some of you might enjoy it. I don't think everybody will. It's not for everybody. But oh, what was this? Oh, they're the two goons that she got rid of. So it's Chanda and Munda. So in the morning, well, I don't know where I went on that crazy tangent. Sorry, guys. So yeah, Chanda is that I don't have to follow any protocol. I'm so fabulous. It's the ego, and as somebody was saying, ego equals Satan. So if you want it on that level, it's another way of looking at it. But yeah, so Chanda, they've done their job. But it's always good to know that you've got a friend. Yeah. And then the other one is Munda. And Munda wakes up in the morning and says, I can't do anything. All is lost, all is hopeless. So it's just to create that beautiful, sweet balance within ourselves and walk the path with our absolute strength and trust and super ego in ourselves, if that makes some interesting sense. Yeah. So I love you, ladies. Go grid, go girl, go grid, go dream, go play, go dance, go have fun, go make music, go make love, go dance in the sun. Go. It was raining, and I do love me peace rain. So I'm going to go and hang out again in the love shack up there in Tibet. Yeah. Making lots and lots of sacred stuff and beautiful sand art. Yeah, maybe you want to join us, Millie. If you feel called to do that, you're welcome. Come and play with some beautiful mandalas or just meditate on them, proper ones. Okay, love you, ladies and boys and girls and whoever was here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coping with my pinky power headache and fever. Been stomping out a lot of fires. It's good. Love you lots, guys. Be safe and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, what do you want me to put up on thingy? I will put up some of those. Gracefully tough. Yeah. Sometimes way too sweet. What can I say? It's a problem. I really wasn't made for this world. Anyway, bye, love. Trista, you were hiding and lurking, my sister. Oh, I was wondering. I don't think I got finished saying that because working with the Kundalini, it's arising, and it's again Ganesha who's looking after us, and he holds that the arrival. And you've got all those horrible, nasty matrikas, and then you've got Ganesha. He's in the same line as them. He's Ganesha's. So it's don't start a day, don't start anything without Ganesha, or at least ask him for protection. But he holds the rising of the Kundalini, and that beautiful bowl that I just love it. That Chris has been playing. It just, for me, it vibrated my heart. But being C, let's start at the very good beginning. It's actually the awakening of the Kundalini. I think he said it was a base chakra bowl. So, cool. So if you can just listen to, or maybe somebody can suggest that he does a nice one. That he can, well, it's fine. You can listen to it and just visualize the rainbow body going up your spine and awakening all the chakras to those particular tones that he's got. Have you seen how sweet he gets when he smiles when he hits the bell? Millie, I couldn't see. Oh, and thank you. That lady's amazing. I've listened to some of it. She's really very, very special. So I look forward to when you post another, or when she pops onto Josh. Oh, my eye is sad. You can't see. I keep wiping my glasses thinking they're dirty, but they're not. I'm just walking in this holy mist at the moment. Oh, I'm having an allergic reaction. Anyway, love us all, guys. We are so brave and so amazing, surrounding us all in beautiful blankies of love. And continue being brave. Be safe. Be protected. Oh, come on, let's have a little extra bell. Yeah. Maybe I will put this. I just want to keep Sanat Kumala a little protected right now. That energy is pouring out. It's difficult playing soccer when you've only got 3 people on the team. You want to collect like a good team. Okay. Love you guys. Take care. Be safe. Be beautiful. You are beautiful. Continue. Grow. Mwah. And thank you.